Alrighty, in today's video, we are going to be talking about, is the stock market going to crash? Should I be worried? Should I sell all of my stock and buy bonds and start holding cash and start buying cryptocurrency? So I hope you guys enjoy it. If you guys get anything in value out of this video, make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Also, guys, don't forget to check out my chat room. It's completely free. You just have to sign up with Discord. I always highly recommend it because it's literally free. So what is going on with the stock market? Right now we have SPY up on the chart. SPY is pretty much just the S&P 500 ETF. Now, for those of you that don't know what the S&P 500 is, the S&P 500 is one of the three stock market indexes. It virtually tracks the top 500 companies in the United States weighted by market cap. It's pretty much led by the one and only Apple. It's virtually the staple of investing. If you're going to be investing for the long term or have money put away towards retirement, most of the time people are just going to be buying this. On average, it gets a 9.8% return every single year. You can see lately we've just had a beautiful upward trend. You can see the crash of last year, and that's going to be coming very, very important to kind of what we talk about today. And the reason why a lot of people are freaking out is because, one, we've had this great rush, right? The stock market in general hasn't really dipped down, a couple times in here, but at the end of the day, nothing crazy. And if you'd have literally just bought at the peak high back right before the crash, you would still be up right at about 40% on your money. But if you'd have bought at the lows here, you'd be virtually all up well over 105%. Which is crazy. And I remember at the time people were saying the stock market's never going to financially recover. And within 2 years, it's hitting highs up 105%. So the biggest thing with investing is when it comes to an ETF or an index, it's always better to have a little bit. The reason why I say that is because all the way back, in 2007, right before the financial crash of 2008, you'd be up on your money handsomely. And the biggest thing is if you had that long-term mindset, at the end of the day, all this volatility that we're in right now is just going to be, kind of shaken off. You shouldn't worry about it. You shouldn't sweat it because you don't care about, the month or 4 months or 5 months, if not a year or two of a sell-off. You understand that this is going to be an investment that's going to be 40 years, your retirement. But kind of lately, we've seen this great rush, and anytime you have this great rush, there's a lot of concerns of downside, right? Because each time the stock market goes up higher and higher and higher, people kind of get on their toes saying, oh my God, it's going to sell off. I should start selling my stock. And then we have a variety of things start, coming in. So looking at this news article written by MarketWatch, you can see the Dow Jones plunges 905 points in Black Friday sell-off, books the worst day in over a year. This is why the variant concern. Okay, so a lot of analysts, a lot of hedge funds are freaking out right now, saying, oh my gosh, we're going to have another crash just like in here. I'm going to be getting out early, which causes fear in the market, causes people to not understand really what's going on. And when you see someone selling their entire portfolio, you're going to be like, well, should I do that? Maybe I should do that. And so it starts this domino effect. And I think that's what's kind of going on right now. A lot of people are super concerned. They don't want another crash. But hey, if you're an educated or a smart investor, you can go into a crash or even a recession or a correction with a game plan. Anytime, you see a crash, that's always a for sale sign for at least me, because I understand, one, I have that long-term mindset. Two, why would I want to buy an ETF or the S&P 500 all the way up in here when, it's sold off down to here? If anything, this is literally a 40 or 35% discount. Imagine if you wanted to buy a house, and every day you keep buying, you keep looking at it and it's going up and up and up and up and up and up. And you're like, oh my gosh, this house is never going to become affordable. And then within, 4 weeks, the house is now 35% off. You would be buying that house or whatever that product is like crazy. I have that same mindset with the S&P 500. Yes, there is super high inflation. Yes, real estate is at all-time highs. Yes, that, and that. But if you have that long-term mindset, everything at the end of the day will be just fine. I'm super excited to honestly see what happens with it. I really think we're probably not due for a crash, but possibly a correction. And the difference between the two is a crash is when the stock market falls about 20%, and a correction is when it falls over 10%. So if it falls over 10%, that's going to bring us right at around here, about $420. Okay, and is that crazy? Yeah, that's a pretty decent crash. But if you compare it, that's like literally like 2 months ago. I think we're due for it. I think it's expected over the next couple of months. And if it doesn't, just keep dollar cost averaging. Invest every single week. The beauty of dollar cost averaging is if the stock or ETF continues to go up, you're still making money because you have shares. But the beauty of it is when it sells off like it did in here, or possibly in here, or in here, or in here, you double what you normally put in. So anytime it falls for the S&P 500, anytime it falls more than 4%, I double what I normally put in, because then once it recovers, I make a lot more money. It's a great way to invest in the S&P 500, and I really think people should not be too worried about what's going on. Just it's better to be in the market than out of it, and I say that over and over and over again because it's so true. So guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode, and if you did, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you guys later. Remember to stay happy, stay positive, and stay safe. Take care.